Today, I'm going to show you what one of the best yet affordable blue light lasers on the market can do. Check it out. I've tested out a lot of laser machines, and one of my favorite is actually my Glowforce machine. While it has such an easy interface to use, it's pretty expensive. And it's limited with the size of materials you can work with because it's within a contained space. And no matter what, whenever I end up working on one of my larger cutting boards, I always have to turn to a blue light laser to be able to actually laser it. So that's why today, XTool sent us their D1 blue light laser to unbox and show you guys what it's capable of. Check it out. Before we open this up, let me just go ahead and get some protection on here. Awesome. And good thing about this is I could just hook up a nice GoPro, get you guys some POV. Shout out to Leather by Dragonfly. They make the best woodworking and metalworking aprons out there. They're like the quality that you get to pass on to your kids. So, and shout out to my lovely wife who got me this for my birthday one year. Awesome product. All right, let's go ahead and get this guy opened up. Here we go. Oh wow, okay. That is really pretty. Wow. So, really well packaged right off the bat. There's like these little feet, which I love. So if you've ever gotten a blue light laser off of Amazon or any other site out there, this actually, I haven't seen this come with any of them before, and they're just adjustable legs. An important thing with a blue light laser is the further away you're able to get from your piece, I believe that it's supposed to actually become a little bit more precise and stronger of focal length. There's probably some math behind all that, but the legs really help with being able to adjust it. So you actually get 8 legs right off the bat. Let me show you. Oops. So you get these 8 legs in this package here. And then it looks like probably some welcome message with some pamphlet here. Let's see. Stuff we probably should read, but oh, cool. Stickers. Who isn't happy when they get stickers? Pretty cool. One simple idea, you rotate your craft, make ideas happen. Might add this to my laptop if this laser ends up being pretty cool. And then the user manual guide here for how to install it. It's already looking a lot easier. My first blue light laser took a relatively longer time to get together. You have to like tighten a bunch of belts and like little screws, and that makes everything a little bit harder. Okay, they actually give you an SD card, which is nice, and some Allen keys and zip ties and stuff like that. Stuff probably for just organizing it all. Okay, this is interesting. So when you open the box, you get all of this. These are your rails all tied in. You can actually see on one of these rails there's an antenna, probably for the Wi-Fi to connect, so you can actually send your files. I've always done it wired. I hate wireless sometimes. We'll see how good theirs is, because if you're doing a laser cut and it's wireless and you lose connection, it just fails. And then trying to like reset the origin for where you lined up your design on top of your material and like getting it perfect is really hard on anything that moves. So this being rails and something you set on top of your piece or your piece within, has a lot of opportunity for moving around. Here is, let me move this around a little, make this a little bit cleaner. All right, we got the rails. Set of these rails with the Wi-Fi and the control board. They're really well packaged. I'm having trouble even getting it out, to be honest. I'm not gonna pull them all out right now. So they do have belts on them, but the belts are already on here. But they're zip tied too, so I'm assuming we have to finagle something down the line, so we'll get to that. Okay, that's one set. Okay, and then in the box, we have, let's see, some power cables. Really well packaging. I always appreciate somebody who packages their product well so that it gets there safely. Data cable, 60mm. I'm not sure what this guy is. This is like rails with a motor. Is this how it travels? Is this the sensor? Is this the laser? No, I don't think so. Well, I'm gonna read about this one. I'm not sure. We'll find out what that guy does. And then, oh, this one's actually heavier. Okay. I don't know why this one's heavier. Let's see. It's because the laser's in here. This goes, okay. This is the laser in the package. Nice and safe. I think this is pretty cool. It comes with this, let me show you. It comes with this like orange shield. So you still have to wear your safety glasses. You always should. These can blind you. These can blind you, but there's an orange shield, so I think it's not gonna like bounce off as much. When I used to live in my mom's basement, the laser would like reflect off all of the walls and it'd be like blue light everywhere. So I'm hoping this means that won't happen as badly. And I think I'm actually gonna run this from the garage for now, because this creates a ton of smoke. And I've done this in my house before, and you smell throughout the whole house if the vents are turned on, right? So we're gonna do this in the garage, near a window, vent it properly when we get started. But let's go ahead and put that guy back. And then just more rails and power cables. Another set of glasses, can't have too many of those after all these lasers. And that's it, box is empty, nothing left. So we're gonna read the instructions. I'm gonna get this put together real quick. I'm not gonna show you guys a step-by-step. Instructions look pretty easy. We're gonna get right to lasering some cool stuff. I've got some really fun projects that I can't wait to engrave with this guy. So let's get to it.
So, as I'm laying out all the parts for assembly, I wanted to mention that if you're interested in the XTool Laser, I have an affiliate link listed below in the description that can actually get you a pretty sweet discount. Now, putting together the frame just takes a few screws, and they actually give all the tools needed with this purchase, which is always appreciated versus having to dig through my own tools to find the right Allen keys and the like. Other lasers have taken me several hours to put together, but this took me way less time, and that's including small hiccups along the way.
So everything has been really easy up to this point, but what you saw me doing right there was trying to get the wires connected to the control board, and it's a really tight angle, and I have pretty big hands and fingers, so it was really hard to get in there. That's been the only complaint so far. So if you have big hands also, I suggest connecting that before you get all the brackets connected. It might be easier to at least get the initial control board connections, and just watch out for it when you connect them all. But otherwise, this is all just fit together snugly and like a few screws, and it's that easy. We're getting close. All I have to do now, I think, is attach the laser. So I'm really excited. This has turned out pretty cool. Pretty easy build.
There are guide rails that the entire module sits right onto, and a set screw that holds the laser at the desired height.
Okay guys, I'm really excited. I obviously did not look into this company or this product enough when they reached out. But the thing I was wondering about when I opened the box with the rods, and I thought it might move the piece of wood or whatever, this is for cylindrical objects. So if you put like a cup or mug on here, it'll actually rotate it as you're engraving. This is pretty awesome because normally when you try to laser engrave cylindrical objects, the focus changes because it's cylindrical. And you won't actually be able to do it really well around it. This will rotate it so you're always at the right focal length and you'll get the right amount of engraving. That is awesome. This is This is sick. This is, I can't wait to see how well it works, but just had to let you guys know. I've got the whole thing put together now. It's all wired up. I'm gonna put some zip ties to keep it nice and together. And then I'm gonna put the feet on, obviously. But yeah, we're gonna get started. This XTool, that took honestly less than 10 minutes to get this whole together. It's that easy. I'm really excited. Let's get engraving. Now, before I show you this blue light laser in action, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button below. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I'm hoping you guys can help me hit that goal. Thanks. Now, let me show you this laser in action.
Everything's alright with the violet sky on my skin. Ooh, baby, I feel high with the violet sky on my skin. Let me breathe deep, let me get away. There's no place else I'd rather be. Ooh, everything's alright with the violet sky.
And now that I had a successful first engraving on my charcuterie board, I wanted to try out this sweet rotary function. First, I had to use the feet to step up the laser above the height of the cup. Each foot comes with 3 modular levels, and the laser itself can be lowered to set the correct focal length. And then, it was time to test this out. And right away I messed up. So then I tried again. And again. And again. And probably more times than I'd like to admit.
So I've gone through a few tests, and the one thing I will say is make sure you get yourself a couple extra cups, because when you are first getting started, you're gonna make mistakes. I think I was on like number 6 here, and I got soot all over my hand because you do have to clean it off. Let me do that real quick. I'm gonna take some alcohol. Oh yeah. Then you start to see the details really come through. So I'm not happy yet, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why. But we're gonna fix that. I had to take a few days break there because I needed something to come in the mail, and it just came. So this one, I started off and I had it oriented the wrong way so that it printed sideways at first, like that, or upside down in this case, or in the beginning of here reversed, in which I just had it rotating the wrong way. So I actually just ended up mirroring the image in the file, and it started coming out really nice, but it shifted at the end there. It was all going really well onto the left part here. And I think the reason that happened is because the different diameters of this specific cup, it's a little bit smaller on the bottom, a little bit bigger on top. So this holder is oriented with 2 straight rods. So it doesn't rotate perfectly, which will screw up any large cuts. What I tried to combat that by making a little bit of a foam ring here and inserting on the bottom, and that made it, you know, a little bit closer to the diameter. It's definitely a little bit thicker, but it was rotating pretty well, but it must have shifted at the end, and that's why I had the different height on the top. So to combat that, I don't need a cup with a bigger diameter on top. So I just ordered from the mail this new one. It's green, a lovely color. I'd hate that it has its own logo engraved on it, but I'm sure I can take care of that a little bit later. So we're gonna try engraving this with all of the lessons learned and see if I can get it done, hopefully in one shot.
Again, I highly recommend ordering a couple cups, whatever it is, the material, just to get it right, get it down, make sure you note it, take some pictures. You don't want to have to recalibrate the correct orientation every time. So let's see if it works. And we're going to frame it real quick. Looks perfect. And as you can see, this ended up coming out great. Thanks again for watching, guys. Peace.